within 3 days, a shift is going to hit your life. And how? Because you are appearing among them as shining lights, offering them the words of life. You are going to be noticed for the light that you carry. There's a shift that's coming, and the shift is being empowered by the light that you carry and by the boundaries that you've kept to in order to hold your light, to protect your light, and to allow it to not become dampened by the energetic pollution that could surround you. And also think about an oil lamp. You know, you have been putting in the work in order to continue generating and drawing from the oil of the source of life. And if you didn't have the proper boundaries to protect your oil, it would just be seeping everywhere. But instead, you're protecting your oil. And so therefore, your light is sustained. And therefore, this shift is going to hit your life because you actually have oil to draw on in order to continue fueling the light that you carry. And it's from that inner devotion. You've refused to compromise. You have gone through so much. You've had so many opportunities to compromise. You've had so many reasons to compromise, but your devotion to truth and to your path and to the narrow road of seeking the mystery of the great I am, you have chosen to stay devoted to that. And that is how you are being found in this moment, with light still in your lamp, because the oil is still in your lamp. Wow. Yeah, so many people wanted you to shut it down. So many people wanted you to compromise, but you didn't. And you chose to just keep believing. You chose to keep believing because faith is the substance of things hoped for. It's the evidence of things unseen. Faith is currency. It collapses the wave. What that means is it causes things that are just potential to become 3D. The belief and the devotion to your path is causing that wave to generate into manifestation within the next 3 days. Whatever this means to you, you'll know, and your divine team is going to lead you and guide you. And don't despise not that of small beginnings, is what I'm hearing, because no matter how, even if it's a micro manifestation, it's something that you have now. And those who have a little will be given more. So celebrate every single micro manifestation, every single gift, every single blessing that's coming in, because you have protected your energetic bubble. You have protected your frequency. You've not allowed the polluting energy to take you down. 222, yes. Oh my gosh, I just saw 222 today, and it's like my number. It's like my OG number from when I was a little girl. Always, 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 before I really knew people had numbers, I had 222, and I just saw it today on the oven, and it was this moment where I was like, I have not seen you in a minute, my friend. And it just was this very anchoring moment. Yeah, a lot of us have just been coming through the darkness, and it's been crazy. And now we're really stepping into the light. And not only are we stepping into the light, but we are the light. We're finding ourselves to be, sure enough, like so anchored in with Source, so anchored in with the Spirit, that we are able to continue shining the light. Refiner's fire, my heart's one desire is to be, surprise gifts are incoming. Okay, this is going to accompany this shift that is hitting, that has hit, that will be hitting. Wow. Yes. And it's being carried on the ether. The surprise gifts are being carried on the ether. Ooh, it's a frequency thing. It's like, so you're an energetic match to the surprise gifts because you've held it down, because of your devotion, because of your continuous choice to have faith and to shut down any of the toxic energies that came and tried to pull or pollute your frequency. The faith collapses the wave of probability, of possibility, and now the ether is indeed carrying your blessing on it. Oh my God. How much storage do I have left? Oh, I'm getting down there. Okay. What else? Yeah. Yes, that's what we're doing here. We're creating heaven on earth. Light by light, bit by bit, soul by soul. Yeah, I'm being reminded of a channel that I heard the other day, and where the person was talking about how we were like the secret weapon. And this whole, what I'm hearing right now is just like the creating heaven on earth, soul by soul. darkness couldn't comprehend it. Okay? Like, darkness, evil, doesn't even realize it's happening. Or maybe they do, but I don't think they do. I don't think that they realize how much the light is entering the room. Woo! You already know the answer, okay? Because you are divinely coded for endless miracles. That's the thing. We have the code in our being. Our soul is the divinely coded seed that perpetually, infinitely produces. Woo! I'm getting crown chills. This is such a fun message. Yeah, access to miracles are our norm, and we've got to remember to dance. Remember to dance. Yes, movement is freeing, it's alchemizing, it allows us to process and integrate. So remember to dance. And ladies, take back your hip dances, okay? What I'm talking about is the way that they've tried to sexualize everything where you're moving your hips and they're trying to sexualize it. It's like, no, that is a woman's divine right to shake her hips the way that she wants to, and whether she wants to or not. It is an alchemy. It is a beautiful gift from the heavens to be able to shake your hips. So go ahead, girl, shake your hips. We are magnetizing heaven on earth here. Wow, okay, those all just jumped out. I'm going to assume that there's a reason. So we're balancing our energy, we're shifting timelines, generational wealth. This is all now, all of a sudden, this is all a message from the members. So if you want to see the message for the members that I just recorded, go join the membership, and you will find this members only video, because I just did. It's weird how these two, it's like a bridge. These two messages are bridging together. Okay, so what more do we have here? You're shifting. Within 3 days, there's some sort of a manifestation that's coming through. Let me get one oracle card here from this Sacred Destiny Oracle. What is the message for the collective that has been gathered for this message? Let me just make sure that I get the right one. Security. Oh my gosh. Okay, you got to go watch another video, because I just pulled that one. And like, what are the chances? Did you see the way that I did that? And another security came out again. So there's such clarity about, we are meant to have security in this lifetime, and that is part of what is this creating heaven on earth. You don't have to be afraid, yo, okay? I know that this world is scary, and sometimes when you realize how much they're throwing against us or throwing at us to try and poison, manipulate, control, enslave. But remember, those who walk in the shadow, I'm seeing a crow right now. Which is funny, because I'm giving a scripture right now that has to talk about like living in the shadow of the wings of the Most High, like living in the safe place of the, in the shelter of the Most High is safe. Okay, it's a psalm. I can't remember which one right now. Flow. Okay, so stay in the flow. Yep, success is here, and flow. So Black Panthers could be significant sunsets. Let's see, plumerias, beautiful. Is that a toucan? I'm not sure what kind of bird. Let's read this flow card. Did we already do this one time? This is a fairly new deck, and I feel like somehow I keep ending up with the same. Meandering river. A meandering river is a waterway that curves, bends, turns, and seems to swing side to side. By the way, full moon, there's a new full moon coming up in 2 days or 3 days. If you see this right when, or it may have just come out. This video might come out on the full moon. It's the last full moon of 2025. So maybe you are being called to do some full moon practice, ritual, whatever you want to call it. Do something to work with the full moon, as that is a rhythm of our creation. Meandering rivers are dynamic as they wind their way across valley floors and bring life-giving sediment to new habitats. The word meander was derived from the ancient Meander River, which flows into the Aegean Sea. The Greeks created symbols for meander. They have been described as some of the most important symbols for the ancient Greek culture. They represented the fluid movement of water and the eternal flow of all life, like the ether. The twisting patterns were also thought to represent the serpent, which was the symbol of healing. Hence, our present-day symbol for doctors is the caduceus. There are times to hold on tight to the shore, and there are times to enter the flow. Notice where life is going and move in that direction. Watch for signs and follow them. Don't resist. When you go with the flow, your life force expands and healing on all levels abounds. This is also the time to release old limiting patterns. Forgive and let go of the need to be right about your beliefs. If you aren't feeling the smooth currents of life, it might mean that you're being self-critical or judgmental. When you enter the flow with gratitude and love, you will find blessings surround you. You will enter into a state of grace, and healing will abound. Wow. So maybe this is some hints about this full moon. And whenever this message finds you, you can do a full moon practice. Releasing old limiting patterns, forgiving, letting go of the need to be right about your beliefs, and just choosing to go with the flow. By the way, I was looking at my son's back the other day and just seeing all the little blood vessels, and I was like, wow, look at the miraculous thing that is creation in the body. And then we were looking at the map, and we were just kind of playing on my phone, and we were looking at the map, and there was land and all of these little tiny riverways and creeks and rivers and just, tiny flowing waterways on the mountain. And I was like, that looks exactly like our blood vessels. And so once again, the flow of creation, the lifeblood, whether it be in our body or in our water that goes into our body, we must nourish it. Shout out to Epic Water Filters, SeedSoilWater 15 for your 15% off discount. Link is below. But the point is that nourishing our bodies with healthy water, and then realizing that our land and the healthy water that flows therein is such an interesting way to experience the life force that is this universe. And whether you're looking at it on a micro level of in our body with the blood vessels that carry the life force that is our blood, or on the land, scaled out, looking at the tiny little riverways and creek beds, and realizing that they look just like blood vessels, but they're the living water that actually bring us life, and that we have to have it in order to live. And so this universe, that's why they say the universe is within you, and that we're all these microscopic whole universes experiencing itself, which just blows my mind. So happiness is your portion, and I hope that this message brought you some happiness. Be blessed, be well, be free, and I will catch you on the next one. Thanks for hyping the video. Bye!